This is absolutely shocking, Raiders fans. The season has just kicked off, and already the Las Vegas Raiders are sending waves through the NFL. In 1 week alone, an impressive road win, a shocking upset that left some fans reeling, and even some tough criticism from a former coach. And I've got the insider details that mainstream media hasn't touched yet. But before we dive into the behind-the-scenes drama, make sure to hit subscribe, give a like, and ring that bell. You don't want to miss a single Raiders update this season. Now, let's talk about the Pete Carroll era getting off to a flying start. The Raiders opened 2025 with a hard-fought 20-13 victory over the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium, marking their first win of the year. After last season's struggles, when the Raiders only managed 4 wins, this felt like a statement. The Raiders are back and ready to compete. Meanwhile, the Patriots are left with questions after a shaky start. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Gino Smith threw an early interception that gave New England a boost, but the real turning point came early in the second half. Under pressure from Max Crosby, Patriots QB Drake May floated a risky pass right into the hands of Raiders safety Isaiah Pamow. That interception gave Vegas a golden opportunity, and they capitalized. Rookie Ashton Janty scored his first career touchdown, putting the Raiders ahead for good. The team didn't look back from there, controlling the game from start to finish. Wide receiver Jacobe Meyers also stood out, proving his worth in a contract year and showing he's ready to take this team to the next level. What better way to make a statement than by dominating against your former team? Jacobe Meyers did just that, emerging as the cornerstone of the Raiders' offense. He became Gino Smith's go-to target, hauling in 8 receptions for 95 yards and making his presence felt all across the field. Myers not only helped balance the offense, but his performance could also secure a more stable future in Las Vegas, especially amid the ongoing uncertainty surrounding his contract. Having him fully engaged is a major boost for the Raiders, both on and off the field. But the victory didn't come without warning signs. Pass protection remains a glaring issue. Despite the win, the Raiders struggled to keep Geno Smith upright, allowing the Patriots' defense to pressure him relentlessly. Harold Landry III exploited these gaps, racking up 2.5 sacks. If the Raiders can't tighten up their offensive line, this weakness could haunt them against stronger opponents as the season progresses. The good news? The team has a full week to work on these issues before facing the Los Angeles Chargers at home, giving them a chance to regroup and refine their game plan. However, the most tense moment of the week came not from the scoreboard but from the injury report. During the third quarter, after a stunning 38-yard reception by Gino Smith, tight end Brock Bowers, one of the team's most anticipated stars, was forced to leave the field with a knee injury that required surgery. Until that moment, Bowers had been one of the Raiders' standout performers, and his sudden exit sent shockwaves through the fans and coaching staff. The impact of losing such a key playmaker could be significant, as so much of the Raiders' offensive strategy depends on his talent and versatility. After the game, Coach Pete Carroll shared some insight into the tense situation with Brock Bowers. The young tight end wanted nothing more than to get back on the field and continue the battle, showing the grit and determination that make him such a vital player. But the coaching staff made the wise decision to err on the side of caution, refusing to risk long-term damage. Bowers was ready to return, but we decided to take it slow and monitor him carefully, Carroll explained in a post-game interview. After being escorted to the medical tent for initial treatment, fans held their breath, anxiously awaiting any news. By halftime, there was a glimmer of hope. In a post-game update, Bowers reported that he was feeling fine and that the injury didn't appear as severe as initially feared. Though he remained cautious on the sidelines, the early signs were encouraging, suggesting this might not be a long-term setback. Still, with the next game looming, the clock is ticking to ensure he has enough time to fully recover and return even stronger. Before this scare, Bowers had been one of the Raiders' most dynamic and complete players. By this game, he had already racked up an impressive 103 receiving yards on 5 receptions, making him the team leader in catches. At just 22 years old and entering his sophomore season, Bowers has shown enormous potential following a historic rookie year in 2024. In that rookie campaign, He set NFL records for most receptions by a tight end with 112, amassed 1,194 yards, and scored 5 touchdowns, instantly cementing himself as a key piece of the Raiders' offense. For Las Vegas, Bauer's recovery is absolutely crucial. His ability to threaten defenses both in the air and the red zone has become a cornerstone of the Raiders' offensive strategy. While the knee surgery introduces some uncertainty, there's reason for optimism. With an extra week of preparation before facing the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday Night Football, the Raiders have a chance to regroup, recalibrate, and hope their rising star returns at full strength. This break could be crucial for Brock Bowers, giving him the time he needs to fully recover and return ready for the battles ahead. If he comes back at full strength, Bowers could easily become the linchpin of the Raiders' offense in 2025. His chemistry with quarterback Gino Smith is already electric, forming a connection that promises to be explosive all season long. While the impact of his injury will be closely monitored, Bauer's determination combined with the coaching staff's careful management gives Raiders fans plenty of reason to remain optimistic. The Raiders' journey in 2025 is just getting started, and having a talent like Bowers on the field sets high expectations for what's ahead. Fans are hoping his breakout performances continue uninterrupted, and that time works in his favor to achieve even greater heights this season. But while Bowers was focusing on his recovery, someone from the Raiders' recent past decided to speak up, and they didn't hold back. Former head coach Antonio Pierce weighed in ahead of the Raiders' highly anticipated Week 1 matchup against the Patriots. Now a CBS Sports analyst, Pierce didn't shy away from addressing the rumors that the Raiders are fully embracing Pete Carroll's leadership. In 2024, Pierce faced the tough challenge of leading the Raiders, but he was replaced by Carroll in the offseason. Still, his words reflect both honesty and respect for the franchise's new direction. The Raiders need consistency in building their future, Pierce stated emphatically in an interview with CBS Sports. Having followed the team closely, he believes the biggest hurdle has been finding stability. On Pete Carroll, Pierce had nothing but praise. Stability, leadership, and a clear vision. This is exactly what the Raiders needed, he said. His comments underscored the belief that under Carroll, the Raiders are finally on a path to long-term success and solid foundations. Pierce didn't stop there. He highlighted Pete Carroll's knack for attracting top-tier talent, starting with quarterback Gino Smith, who Pierce believes could be a game-changer for the Raiders' success. He's the kind of guy who will fight for you, Pierce remarked. Having a quarterback you can truly rely on doesn't just improve performance on the field, it raises the confidence of the entire roster. With Smith leading the charge, the Raiders gained not only skill, but also a new sense of belief and determination. Pierce also emphasized the critical alignment between Carroll and general manager John Spitek. For him, this harmony between the coaching staff and the front office is absolutely essential for long-term success. They are in this together, Pierce stated. This unity gives the Raiders a real shot at becoming a truly competitive team, and it's a foundation on which a championship-caliber season can be built. His words served as a reminder of just how far the Raiders have come. From a period of instability and uncertainty, the franchise now moves forward with clarity, direction, and renewed purpose under Carroll's leadership. The season opener already offered a glimpse of this transformation, giving fans hope that this momentum is only the beginning. Now, the burning question for fans and analysts alike is whether the Raiders can sustain this momentum throughout the season. Can they turn this early promise into a lasting, competitive force in the NFL? If Carroll's vision holds and players like Bowers and Smith continue to shine, 2025 could very well mark the start of a new era of Raiders football. The big questions remain. What can the Raiders achieve with this golden opportunity? How will Brock Bowers' injury affect the team's offensive firepower and overall strategy? And can Carroll maintain the momentum and unity that Pierce so highly praised? Fans and analysts alike are watching closely, knowing that consistency, smart management, and player health will determine whether this promising start evolves into sustained success. This could truly be the start of a new era in Las Vegas, one where talent, leadership, and vision come together to create a team capable of challenging for the top. The 2025 season is still young, but the signs are encouraging, and the Raiders' journey is shaping up to be one fans will remember for years to come. Leave your thoughts below. What do you think the Raiders can achieve this season? And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the latest updates. I'll be back soon with all the breaking news and inside stories from the heart of the Raiders franchise.